for opposition. Say move on. So I
dog shades, too much got the belly see the acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks going?
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the Baltimore Ravens and their dynamic rookie quarterback Lamar Jackson take on Cam Newton and the...
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run here. It's Murray. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Offside, defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's caught left side by John Brown. A quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And Jackson throwing once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Again, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again is Jackson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Buck Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Murray, strong running. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 18 carries, 54 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football. He gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Jackson got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Gone.
Now Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now it's Jackson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw on second down is Newton. Screen play, Anderson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, here's Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tony Jefferson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. And incomplete here on third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
And Andrews lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit!
Jackson operating from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Brown. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Jackson, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Offside. Defense. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
The penalty is declined.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Gone!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Newton. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover him?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is, despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. Now Jackson on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Again, Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. coming up at halftime. We remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Brown with his stick skills. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Anderson a first down and more. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 23 yards on the play. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first and 10, Newton. And some room to roam now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a first down throw for Newton. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Jackson, and the ball is knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
To throw is Jackson. On first down, it's caught left side by John Brown. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Jackson to throw on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. Jackson will throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's Newton now on second down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Jackson now looking to throw on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 Short in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on third. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Chris Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He can't get him down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, set 180. Set.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Set 180. Get it up.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
180.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him for a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it. And he's going to go down again. Tony Jefferson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
180.
3rd and long, it's Newton. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags.
Personal
this
foul.
Is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Automatic first down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Newton on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point try good by Gano. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Jackson on third and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got his target, Samuel. And a loose football. And the Panthers have recovered. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Got it complete to Crabtree. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's Newton, and to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
180.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Newton. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone.
1st and 10. It's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Jackson to throw again. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Third and 2, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Newton again. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tyus Bowser able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. He was trying to find an open receiver.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.